This video is sponsored by Cornerstone, McMinnville's premier coffee roaster, cafe, and shop. Join us for live music Saturday nights. We are open daily, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., located on downtown McMinnville's 3rd Street.
So coffee is a tree, and it's a tropical tree. It cannot survive a frost, and every year it will produce some flowers. And in the flowering, that's where the fruit develops. After the flower, you get a cherry, and inside the cherry is a pit, and that's the coffee seed. Currently we have 16 different varietals that we'll have here at any one time. My personal favorite is coffee from Guatemala. I love the flavor of the coffee. It's bright, it has complexity to it, has some chocolate notes to it, and it just acts as a good blend for many of our espressos.
The Sumatra coffee is very fruity flavored, and that comes from the soil and the pollination of the fruits nearby. Colombian coffee is more syrupy, so it's more sweeter flavor to it when it's roasted, and that's just like I said, the soil and the pollination just changes the flavor.
You can taste different flavors every country, and even within that country you can get really specific and find that this one's got a more nutty note, this one's got a floral note. Then you can go a layer again and say, well, what sort of nut? Well, is it almond, is it peanut? And it just gets bigger and bigger actually. I enjoy that sort of detail.
You know, I think the other surprising thing to people is that not all coffee tastes the same. You know, I talk to people all the time and they just think coffee is coffee. Well, we get them to our cupping table here at Caravan Coffee. We do a public tasting every Friday, and we put a couple of different cups on the table and compare the flavor of them, and I think people are surprised at how different coffee is from between Sumatra and maybe Guatemala. The contrast in body and acidity and flavor notes is huge. So there really is a lot of distinctiveness in flavor of coffee.
From Ethiopian, you can have a Sidamu or a Yirgacheffe that tastes citrusy. You can go to a neighbor who has one that can taste a lot sweeter. Some even taste like a blueberry, a hara, and that's all in Ethiopia.
Us coffee roasters get this unroasted seed that is about half the size of the roasted coffee. So like a winemaker, perhaps a coffee roaster, then our job is to bring out the best flavor of that seed by the way we roast the coffee.